guys, welcome back to Lampstanders. My name is Praise. If you're new, I am delighted to have you, and if you're old, welcome back. So today we have a very different kind of video. Today we have a special guest who is staring at me from the other side of the camera. But we have a special guest today, and I will let her introduce herself. So, drum roll for guys. This is my sister. Her name is Amy. Like she said, she is my big sister. And
I'm her younger sister, guys.
By how many years again?
We don't have to tell everybody our business.
By how many years?
Please continue the video.
Alright guys, so let's get into the video. So today we're going to be doing a sister tag video, which is basically you guys getting to know my sister and maybe a little bit of me, but she's our guest, so the focus is on her today. And we hope that in the process, Holy Spirit will speak as he often does, and that you guys will be able to learn something. So let's get right into it.
I don't think you can describe me in one word.
Just one word.
I can't think of a single word.
Okay, one of the many words.
I would say... I would say firm. Yeah, firm.
Yeah. I described myself as such in an interview for a job, and they were confused. So they didn't believe me, so they can come and watch this video and see that I didn't lie about myself. Describe you in one word. I think I would say talented. I feel like you do a lot of things very well simultaneously. Yeah. What is your favorite rice?
What type?
Rice and stew.
No. Try again. Try again.
Jollof rice.
Far off.
Well, clearly I don't know, so educate the masses.
My favorite food. Generally, I like rice, so she was definitely right with that one.
All right.
But I think my favorite kind of rice would be fried rice.
Since when?
Since forever.
Which forever? You that used to literally pick out your vegetables.
When I was 5, I'm
since
much
forever.
older now.
You have never said that.
For like 4 years now, my favorite type of rice has been
That's cool.
Ask Alexa for starters or something like that. Like, yeah. My favorite for like 4 years now. Because she remembers me eating fried rice from when I was like, 10?
Fried rice has been my favorite food.
Yeah, when you were younger.
And I literally, it's still my favorite food. And I used to eat her veggies because she didn't like the
because I was 5 or 10. Ooh, now I'm much older, so...
Open this phone up.
Stay updated.
Okay, well, rice. I got it right. What is my favorite? Well, I've already told you. Okay.
These questions are mind-boggling. Okay, so the only one I can think about right now, like off the top of my head, no, because like there would obviously be lots of like instances, but I can only think of like one just to make the video as quick as possible. It would be this one time when I was in secondary school. I can't remember what year it was, maybe like JSS 1 or JSS 2, and then he came for my visiting. He was like, "Daddy, I'm mommy," and it was really sweet.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. We have the pictures, guys. Don't do that.
The pictures.
Girl, you be doing yourself with
cute. I looked cute then. I look cute now.
You say?
My dear, be careful. You are the one at risk.
We both are.
I looked cute. Okay. All right. My favorite memory I have of you, the one that actually came to my mind while I was asking you this question, is one of you dancing in front of the mirror when you were a baby, and she was like, "Amy, baby, it is my turn to shine."
Okay, guys. So I've heard this story forever, but I have no recollection.
The most self-absorbed child growing up, and she literally. But that's one of my fun memories because my mom bought us like Christmas dresses, and she literally wore her Christmas dress and went straight to the mirror.
I mean, if you don't compliment yourself,
she was like Max.
Guys, let's be real.
4 Max. I was like, wow, this one has really come to steal.
Once a baddie, always a baddie. Okay, thank you. Next.
Wow. Ha.
I don't think we're very similar, to be very honest. Okay. I don't think so. Off the top of my head, I would say we both like to plan stuff. Like we're not very spontaneous people. Yeah, I would say that. They're very like, yeah, not very spontaneous.
Okay. All right. Next question.
Also, our eyes. Do we have? It runs in the family.
It runs in the family. Don't worry. When you one day get to meet the rest of our family, you see that it does run in the family. All right. The next question. What did you want to be when you grow up? Correct English.
Yeah. I wanted to be a lawyer.
What are you now?
LLB, LLM, LPC.
Legal luminary.
I wanted to be a lawyer since I was 5, and well, I am living that dream. So thank God for that.
Are you living
I am living the dream.
it? Watch out for part 2. All right.
No.
All right. Let us see.
Let us know. Full stop. Next.
Why do you think so?
Because we are. We just are.
Like, what gets us closer?
Intentionality. Like intentionally trying to like build a friendship, I guess. Because obviously when we're younger, because she's a lot older than I am, quote unquote. Because she's a lot older than I am, we weren't necessarily like in the same stage of life ever. So like I was in primary school, she was in secondary school. I was in secondary school, she was in uni. So like we didn't really have a lot of like common ground. I didn't even get to see her like a lot. Like I guess now we obviously still they probably don't know that, but we don't live in the same country. But like, just intentionally like trying to build a relationship, checking in on each other, actually getting to know the other person for who they have become. Yeah. So it's closer now.
Who puts in more effort?
Me.
You say?
Me. I repeat it again. Mwah. Yes.
I blame nobody but myself. I'm the one that brought you a special gift. Okay.
Sophie as in...
It's clear.
I don't get it.
Who is neater and who is sloppier?
Neat as in, do you mean organized or like cleanliness?
Neat is one word.
Yeah, but
do you mean? Look it up.
Okay, let me look it up now. What do you mean?
The answer is me. I'm neater. She's sloppier. That's the answer.
That's a difficult question to answer. It's a difficult question to answer.
Why?
Because one of us snacks a lot more than the other.
Who?
You really asked me? I think we have like similar appetites. I don't think there's like much of it. We like food, bottom line next.
We like
food.
I was actually gonna say me, but after what you did yesterday.
That was, guys, I was recovering. Exception.
And you recovered all.
Girl.
Hey, Jesus.
Me. I want to have 3 kids. She wants to have 2 kids.
And you say we should not put our business out there.
You asked a question about children. Might as well. If my
she
children are going to be out there.
Put it out there. Take me to the streets. I'm ready.
No. But yeah, I want to have 3 kids.
All right. I mean, how many kids do I want to have? Watch out for part 2. Every pun intended.
I would say me.
Humble people don't toot their own horns.
But you asked a question. Would you have rather I didn't answer the question?
If you were truly humble,
I would say you.
Kept quiet.
Come on, mama.
Hey. All right, so.
My favorite drink when I was a child, probably Capri Sun.
I was gonna say, can I guess what it is now? But
my
it's still
favorite
Capri
drink
Sun.
now chill Capri Sun.
What was
The
that?
only problem is that they no longer have the same flavors of Capri Sun that they did when we were younger. I loved the Capri Sun, like strawberry flavor. If you grew up in Nigeria, well, I guess maybe
They
other
had
African
strawberry?
countries, they had that thing banged, man. It slapped. I don't know
I
where
don't
they
like
took it
Capri
to.
Sun.
It was so good. I loved Capri Sun, strawberry flavor, and apple flavor.
Apple
They were
flavor
my
was nice.
favorites. There was also a pineapple. Oh, chef's kiss. That thing was good. And the orange, like the orange now is my favorite because like the other flavors aren't really there anymore. But like back then it was like my fourth favorite. Man, that strawberry and pineapple slap. The apple till this very day. Chef's kiss.
Huh? Because
But
you're
yeah,
very passionate about Capri
I
Sun.
love Capri. If you want to wait my heart, give me Capri Sun. I love it.
Wow.
But yeah,
What was my favorite drink as a
I
child?
don't know.
You don't know?
Oh, well, not as a child.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but when we're growing up, my favorite drink was Feroz. It probably still is. But like,
which other one? The one that you brought here.
oh, Hollandia yogurt. She loves Hollandia yogurt. forever.
Feroz. I used to like anybody that went to my secondary school knows. Like I used to drink. My mom would cook food and bring for visiting day, but I'll be drinking gallons. I'm not even doing. I'm drinking gallons of Hollandia. So that's how much I loved it. But yeah.
I'm not like it sounds ironic because
Legal luminary.
but I as a hobby not really. I'm trying to get into reading now, but yeah, she's always liked reading. It's a hobby for her.
I'm so happy.
I'm not. It's I wear that. See, it's a title that I wear with my full blown chest. Guys, I'm the middle child, and believe me, I don't take my title ambition lightly. I make sure that my presence is felt in my family. Thanks.
And I feel it. Ha! I've been feeling it.
Oh, what
Wow.
a blessing!
What a okay.
Oh my god. I'm in love with Jesus.
And
He's in love with me.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, we're both in love.
I think you've become a lot less like outgoing. Like she used to be the very social one, like in our family, and life was lifing, and she has become a lot more withdrawn. And yeah. Why is that though?
If we start to gist that,
Let's gist it.
we're not gonna leave this.
Let's gist it. Your fans are here.
Very, very long.
Yeah, give us the Cliff Notes version.
Summary is, I guess, like, well, stuff kind of happened with friendships. Because I used to put myself like out there a lot, and like life would life, and God kind of used that season to like teach me a lesson. Not like teach me a lesson in the Nigerian parents teach me a lesson kind of way, but there was something he was trying to teach me and help me understand that, not everyone needed access in the way I was giving. But then it's one of those things where like I'm now the way that I am, but there's parts of myself that God is trying to bring back from who I was before, because those parts of myself are essential to my destiny. So yeah, life, and then obviously like every other human being, I felt hurt. I became like social anxiety, all of these kinds. Everybody has, these things happen. So that kind of happened. I became withdrawn. I don't really like people. I still don't. Let me just be honest with you. But like, God is kind of helping me out of that place. It's the thing where I'm still outgoing. I'm still like the person that I was. I'm just a lot more observant about the spaces that I'm in and who I allow into my space.
That's deep.
That was deep. But yeah.
What is something you think that can facilitate like the healing process?
Well, I think like I'm about to enter into a completely different stage of my life, a very new stage of my life. And well, God has reminded me time without number he's going to be with me in this new phase. And so going into this new phase, I'm a lot more open. I'm a lot more like accepting and welcoming of the people, experiences that God is, bringing into my life. So I don't think like right now there's anything more I could do. I'm just gonna take my time, go through the healing process, and let God do what He's doing. But I'm just going to be receptive to what it is that God is doing.
So how did you know like God was like speaking to you, or like taking, like, how did you know? Because that's something that a lot of us struggle with.
Because I had to have a conversation with God. Like I said, this thing is a whole like topic in itself. But at the time, I was in a very like deep, dark place. I'm not gonna lie to you, and it was kind of like, okay, at that moment, nothing made sense to me anymore because I had now started living life in a very different way. Like I became a shadow of myself. I struggled with my self identity. I struggled with understanding how to navigate life because I had known myself. Like my entire personality, my entire identity was built on me being this version of myself. And all of a sudden that was taken away from me. Like I was no longer that person. So now I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know how I'm supposed to, like, it was just very like deep and just what it was. But then I was kind of like, okay, good. Like, see, man, you're the one that made me the way I was. I did not concoct some form of personality. I didn't give myself certain character traits. You did. There must have been a reason why you did what you did. But in that moment, I didn't want to hear anything. I literally was just like, God, yeah, take it away from me. Like, the whole outgoing, all of this. Like, I didn't want to have anything to do with that anymore. And then God kind of spoke to me.
How?
The first one, because I remember praying about it so much, and it was through a prophet of God actually. If anybody's watching and Pastor Toby, is it Toby or Tommy? I'm not sure which one. Tommy, right?
It was Tommy.
One of the two. When I confirmed, she would like put the name on the screen. But one of the twin prophets, because I live in the UK, so it was a service we had at church, and literally sent one of them to deliver a message that the answer to my question basically, and give me comfort and just kind of help me out of that season. And through a lot of other people, he kind of like reconfirmed that and stuff. But yeah, in simple terms, that was how God kind of spoke to me and helped me to understand what he was doing and why he did what he did, or why I was going through what I went through. It still took me a while to like fully grasp like the situation and fully like dig myself out of that hole. But we're here now, so glory be to God.
So it sounds like you've always had like a good relationship with God. Like if you were like able to hear from him and like get direction and all this stuff.
Yeah, but then the thing is like my relationship, I would say I had a good relationship with God, but I didn't have a good relationship with God because I did anything. I had a good relationship with God because God loved me. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you and say, like, my whole life, God is like, don't get me wrong, we're all God's children, but I personally believe that God loves me especially. Like, I don't know how to describe it. I don't know the words to use, but like, God loves me very, very much. And so, like, for the most part of my life, our relationship was very one-sided. So I think in his mercies and in his grace, God never stopped speaking to me. God never stopped being there for me. He never stopped holding my hand. He was just beckoning on me to also stretch out my hand. Does that make sense? Like, there's a difference when someone is holding you and when you're both holding each other. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, now we've evolved into the place where we have a mutually beneficial relationship. I mean, I'm no longer just leaning on him. It's one of those two-way street type of every day we're still building on ourselves, but that's kind of what it is. So I wouldn't say I was a great Christian. I would just say that just like every other child of God, God loved me, and even in my deepest, darkest moments, even when I wasn't willing, He stuck with me. Yeah.
Love you, Abba. Thank you for sticking with us.
Thank you.
All right, that was kind of deep. Huh?
You took me.
I took you to the abyss.
No.
You have to bring some wisdom. You know you're wonders. Filled with wisdom.
Be for real.
All right. I will insert the dancing video.
Please don't.
I will. You dance so well. Like your dancing is
to.
actually very therapeutic.
I don't really dance like that anymore.
What are you talking about?
You know this.
I don't know this. It's not that you don't dance because you can't dance. You're the one who chooses not to.
Yeah.
And
I still can dance. I'm still come on.
Dancing, like watching her dance is so therapeutic. Like she literally, when she was in uni, she literally would dance and just send me videos, and I'll just watch them to be happy. So I hope that you can continue dancing because it was something that really brought you and a lot of people joy.
I hope so too.
This is getting a bit deep.
Yeah.